How many remember Pink Dolphin? You know, the very colorful, very cartoonish, very pink brand that smashed into the streetwear industry in the mid-2000s. They were amongst the largest streetwear brands around 2013-ish, with flagship stores on Fairfax, and their pieces could be seen on high-profile rappers all over the place. But for some reason, they fell off, and they're no longer really a big thing today. Wondering why that is? Well, let's find out. This is the rise and fall of Pink Dolphin. I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com. And before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps us in the YouTube search rankings so that we might spread our reach and get more people watching these videos. But enough of that. Let's jump right in. Pink Dolphin was started in 2008 in the Bay Area. The idea was dreamed up by Young L and Lil B of the rap group The Pack. Fun fact, Pink Dolphin was actually supposed to be the name of a rock band which never came to be. Word has it, Lil B actually even came up with the name himself. Young L would eventually bring on Cena Barhaghi as creative director to help on art and the business side. The brand's first official release consisted of 4 colorways of the original promo tee. Thanks to the notoriety of Young L, mind you, the pack still had a bit of popularity at the time, and internet hype streaming from the original photo shoot, the tees dropped online as a, quote, promo release. They started out with a super small run of 50 of each shirt, 200 shirts in total, and marketed the pieces as, quote unquote, limited. But the reality was they didn't have enough money in the project at the time to do more than this. However, the plan worked because upon release, the entire stock sold out in minutes. They would flip the profits back into the brand after every release. They would have a bit more money with each drop, and through this process, they were able to grow. It's important to note that the guys behind the brand were basically kids at the time. Young L couldn't have been older than 20s or so, and Cena was still in high school. Having gotten his entry to design through creating MySpace layouts, neither he nor L had any idea how the manufacturing side of the business went. Cena linked up with local screen printing shops and Chinese dealers through sites like Alibaba. And if nothing else, you gotta give it to these kids for their grind. They had no serious idea of what they were doing for the most part, but their desire to succeed pushed them through. I feel like it kind of makes me look at the brand differently now, knowing how much of a passion project it was for the guys. Their OG tie-dye hoodies didn't release with the first season because they couldn't figure out how to mass produce them. L and Cena ended up making the first release of the tie-dye hoodies in Cena's parents' front yard. The hoodie would go on to become a thing that they would release every year in remembrance of their humble beginnings. 2010 would see the brand be welcomed to Karmaloop, which was the first time the brand had been sold outside of their own branded website. It also introduced them to a much larger audience, where they would rise to the top of a sea of grassroots street fashion. 2010 also included a collab with Goodwood NYC. Remember them? I mean, hey, maybe they'll get an episode one day. But anyway, wooden necklaces were huge at the time, and the Pink Dolphin branded ones sold like lightning. 2011 was the year Cena created the iconic Waves logo. And this year also marked the official transformation for Pink Dolphin from being just another t-shirt line and into an official brand releasing real collections. They were releasing denim sets and varsity jackets, and it began to look like L and Cena were getting the hang of things. By 2012, Pink Dolphin was officially in the conversation for streetwear heavyweights. And to mark this, they opened their first brick and mortar on the famed Fairfax Ave, no less. By now, Pink Dolphin was in full swing. They had accessories, cut and sew, branded snapbacks were big back then, and they had those going. They began getting rapper endorsements too from the likes of Kid Ink and Omarion. They also began to do collabs with other brands like Black Pyramid, which was a brand launched by Chris Brown. I'm not sure how this got by me, but I had no idea Chris Brown had a clothing line. I mean, I'm all in on this kind of stuff, and I had no idea, literally. We're definitely going to have to do an episode on them one day also. But by 2012, Pink Dolphin had officially arrived. In fall of 2013, they opened a second store in the Bay. Mind you, this was the glory days of the collab. This was before the collab had been whored out so bad that it seems like there was a different and more irrelevant drop every week. So, back in those days, when two brands got together, it still felt special, and Pink Dolphin had their fair share of them. In 2015, one of these collabs was with Ian Connor. The drop was nice, but the collab will be noteworthy for another reason. But put a bookmark on that because it'll be important later, trust me. It's hard to put a finger on when or exactly how Pink Dolphin began to fall off, but over the years, the drops carry less and less relevance. In 2016, they did a collab with Puma, and although the pieces were actually not bad, they didn't get much hype or attention. Rumor has it that one of the guys at Pink Dolphin got really pissed at Ian Connor at some point after they had worked together and insulted him on the video. Since then, Ian has been vocal about his dislike for the brand. Pink Dolphin also had its dust-ups with Zach of FTP. Zach has been pretty vocal as well, and he even went through the trouble of setting up a pop-up shop right outside the Pink Dolphin store in LA on Fairfax, while speaking in interviews about his hatred for the brand. It's uncertain if any of these beefs had anything to do with people souring on Pink Dolphin or not, but I'm sure it didn't help. Not to mention, word has it that Young L has been having some issues lately. Reports are that he suffered a breakdown and has been going through some pretty dark times. And no matter how you feel about the brand, we as humans all go through things. And for that, we should all be able to sympathize with L and wish him luck in winning out over his demons. At the end of the day, you gotta admire the guys at Pink Dolphin. They started the brand on a shoestring budget as a pure passion project. They had no idea how a clothing brand was supposed to work, but they learned on the fly and it became a success. They took it from a t-shirt printing hobby created in a high schooler's mom's garage to legit cut and sew with industry collabs, and at its height was worth upwards of $20 million. The fall of many streetwear brands that we've covered in this series comes down to changing trends and taste of the consumers. And this seems to hold pretty true for Pink Dolphin as well. They're still producing drops to this day, and their stuff still looks kind of good in my opinion. But as far as being in the conversation for streetwear heavyweights like they used to be, safe to say that day is pretty much done. But what do you think? Hit us up in the comment section and let us know if you still wear Pink Dolphin or if you wore it back in the day. And if you made it this far, it probably means that you liked the video. And if so, please do us a favor and smash the like button. We love doing these videos, and it would also be great if we could expand our reach and grow our audience so that we could bring this content to more people. And liking the video goes a long way to help us do this. Also, if you want to be updated whenever we do more episodes of the rise and fall of streetwear brands, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be dinged whenever we release new episodes, which we do every week. So with that being said, I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com signing out until next time. Peace.